All right, guys, it is go time. We are all set to be live for AEW Dynamite here. And this is our final AEW Dynamite before we go all in on Saturday night. It is going to be an explosive night tonight as we get set for the Fatal 4-Way matchup as well. That's going to determine, I believe, the number 2 participant in the Women's Casino Gauntlet. And then we'll have the little talkie talk session with Mark Briscoe. And wait a minute, are we getting that right now? Actually, it's probably
the biggest nights in AEW history, all in Texas, going down this Saturday. Jon Moxley will look to defend his AEW World Championship against Hangman Adam Page in a
oh man, they brought back Machine Head.
Live on Dynamite,
wow.
Jon Moxley will team up
I love that.
and the founding fathers, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, to take on the Ops, Katsuhiro Shibata, Powerhouse Hobbs, Will Ospreay, and Hangman Adam Page. Plus, this Saturday, all in Texas, Timeless Tony Storm looks to defend her AEW Women's World Championship against the CEO, Mercedes Moné. But right now on Dynamite, we will see the final face-to-face.
So we got the face-to-face with
challenger.
Shoot. Timeless Tony Storm and Mercedes Moné about to open the show here. This has been very, very personal for these women here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the TBS champion, the CEO,
What's up, Tata?
Mercedes.
One of the biggest matches in AEW history here in women's division. Well, actually, no, I don't want to give it that here. This is one of the biggest matches in AEW history here, not just in the women's division again, but in AEW history, as we're going to have the TBS Women's Champion taking on the AEW Women's World Champion.
And I'm looking forward to this
Saturday night.
Absolutely.
At All In.
Taz, you are looking at two of the biggest
Absolutely,
stars
brother.
in
Happy AEW Day.
Right now,
And it's going to be Happy AEW Day on Saturday night when we go all in.
Say hello to your CEO. Now, Tony, darling, I know we've gotten off on the wrong foot, but I just want this face-to-face to be a civil conversation. So, Tony, darling, let's get to it. Come on.
Well, there's been anything civil. The attacks that Mercedes Moné has launched on Timeless Tony Storm.
So we meet again here in Texas. Only 2 things come from Texas, and I am at least one of them.
Yes! We know what she means by that one. Tony Storm up on the screen right there. I don't know if Tony is going to come down to the ring to meet Mercedes. Crowd giving her the applause that she demands.
Tony, I am so sick of these silly little games, but I am the master of any game. So you're just hiding behind a screen, but this Saturday there's going to be nowhere to hide. So how about you come out here and face me face to face, you Mark?
You Mark? Really?
Tony, I promise I won't hurt you too badly, darling.
Who said I was hiding? Hit my music!
Well, it's only been a matter of time before we had to see
Timeless
Tony
face-to-face
Storm
between
take the
champion and
spotlight.
challenger. But when things have gotten physical between Timeless Tony Storm and Mercedes
Let us
Moné,
all be
it's
graced
not
by her presence.
like anyone has a clear advantage. This has been, level pegging.
Yeah, right down the middle for sure.
Oh, there she is.
See who would have the advantage. I mean,
Hey,
listen,
well, the
Mercedes,
shoes are already
she's
coming
just
off right
collects
now.
championships.
Tony Storm walking down. She is all business here right now, ladies and gentlemen.
And obviously Storm,
the champion, the AEW World Champion, not wasting a single moment.
Something special.
It's going to be a great match, Taz, the next Caliber. I don't think anyone is surprised.
And there's nobody out here to conduct an interview between these two ladies here.
See that you brought a bottle of champagne. How nice of you. So I say, how about we make a toast Shall we? Give me.
I can't believe that Luther handed Mercedes a bottle of the champagne there.
A silver toast.
A civil toast. I don't buy that with
Yes.
Mercedes.
A toast. A toast to me, your future new AEW Women's World Champion, 7 belts, money.
How the hell is Tony Storm going to toast to that? I certainly wouldn't.
It's burnt. It's obviously this bottle of champagne was frozen at some point.
Save the performative bullshit for your entrance, Mercedes.
Tell her, darling, tell her.
I thought I knew who you were, but clearly I was wrong. I warned you that I'm not like the others. But week after week, you have treated me like some sort of underdog.
Exactly.
You speak in catchphrases. You have the authenticity of a spray tan in a rainstorm. You have the emotional depth of a kiddie pool.
I'm loving these.
You are also a faced fraud.
Wait, what'd you say? It says, was that puss-faced?
Coming in hot.
Stiff City.
But in this belt, I found myself. But all these belts that you wear are just little masks for you to hide behind, aren't they? So tell me, what the hell are you so afraid of, Mercedes?
Does Mercedes Moné have any fear? Or maybe she does. Her whole career's been building up to this point here in AEW to face the AEW Women's World Champion. Has she come this far?
Tony,
only to fail?
you and I have walked very similar paths. But truth be told, you and I are nothing alike. Because I have and I will always be better than you.
She's still an MJF.
I will always outshine you in success in class. And I am not afraid of anyone or anything. I am not afraid to leave it all on the table. Tony, I've been through hell and back, and I made the devil my bitch.
Damn, that was a good line there by Mercedes.
The more that these people hate me, the more that I win. And trust me, Tony, no one, and I mean no one, is going to stop the money train, not even you. Because, Tony, this right here, this is my legacy. This is my destiny. And I know exactly who I am. I am the one-woman revolution, the alpha, the omega, and everything in between.
Almost Tony Storm being very generous, giving Mercedes this time to talk here now. I think it's time.
Legacies don't exist, Mercedes. One day, we will all turn to dust and be forgotten. We're all gonna die, Mercedes. Don't you get it?
That was dark. Jesus. All right.
All that matters is one moment. The moment where you step into this ring and you look me in the eye and you realize that you fear an ordinary life, but I only fear an ordinary death.
I feel like I should have gotten that line. That should have popped me, but I didn't feel it.
I sincerely believe that you deserve all the titles in the world.
Just not this one, darling.
But not this one.
Yeah!
You will go down as the woman.
See some Darby face
You
in there.
will go down as the woman who just couldn't win the big one.
Oh, that's got to hit hard for Mercedes right there.
I had hoped this would have been civil, but I guess that I'm wrong. So this Saturday, may the best woman win.
Look, hang on. I gotta. This crowd should not be hating on Mercedes right there. AEW sometimes has their pay-per-views on Saturdays and Sundays. It used to be, one set date. So I forgot what date All In was. I couldn't remember if it was Saturday or Sunday. So Mercedes is trying to get still trying to get the toast going. It looks like Ospreay and Hangman did once upon a time.
Eat shit, bitch.
Yeah, you get it, Tony. Tony was trying to Tony was trying to hit Mercedes' own finisher on her. Wow.
That's the thing, man. It's tough to figure.
Mercedes,
who's going to have that physical advantage?
You are not fully ready.
At 12 right field.
You know what would be great?
Tony just
I would actually love if Timeless Tony Storm took the titles that Mercedes has, because Mercedes, her titles are all, strapped up against the ropes. I would have loved to just lay them out in the middle of the ring and just start doing her little dance right there. Oh, but she's got Mercedes' cowboy hat on right there. The final dance, the final show gets to be delivered for Timeless Champion himself. The AEW Men's World Champion Jon Moxley about to deliver a message. Eat shit, bitch! Tony shouts again. I love it. I love Tony. There we go. Brilliant, Tony. Brilliant.
I know what you're thinking, Hangman. With this Texas death, you're thinking we've been here before and things went your way. But that was one battle. And that was a long time ago. I've been beaten before, been outmaneuvered, outsmarted, outmuscled, but I have never, ever in my life lost a war of attrition. And that's exactly what this is. You think you can survive longer than me? Will you hold the line? Under the pressure of attack, will you hold the line? Under the pressure of expectations, will you hold the line? Under the pressure of everybody who's counting on you. I think you're a victim. I think you're a waste. I think you're absolutely pathetic. You have one chance to prove me wrong, so on July 12th, you better walk that aisle like it's the last time you ever will. Because make no mistake about it, Texas Death, you are all in this time. Whether you like it or not, you are all the way in.
See, sometimes I like the stoic way that Jon Moxley speaks, but sometimes I really do miss some of the high energy promos that Jon Moxley would cut, just like shouting and screaming and yelling. I miss some of those types of promos from Moxley there. And honestly, so the Bucks arrived in their custom limousine that they had last week. What I was going to say is that I really would have loved to sometimes hear Jon Moxley say the things like, I'm going to send you back to your wife less than a man. I would like to hear him say those types of things. But again, that's not who Jon Moxley is. Jon Moxley is not a guy who gets personal with like family members. He is not MJF. He is above MJF in that type of category. That's what makes him unique.
They're on Mount Rushmore. Oh my.
There's our EVPs. And last week we saluted our founding fathers as
A little bit of a salute here
episode 300 of AEW Dynamite.
Quite late to
But
the arena.
tonight,
Call time was much
we
earlier
don't
this
have to
afternoon.
celebrate them that. Wait a second. Bandito!
That's right, Taz. When you're the execs.
This is an impromptu match, and I was did not think I was expecting for.
From Torreon, Mexico, weighing 211 pounds, he is the Ring of Honor World Champion.
And you get him everywhere and anywhere. Get him on Ring of Honor, get him on AEW Dynamite, get him on Collision.
He's going to have his dance card
Oh, wait,
full, not
that's
only in
right.
action tonight.
There's a
Friday
tag
night,
team
Ring of
match.
Honor, Super Card of Honor. He puts his
I forgot about
World
that.
Championship on the line. Plus,
Too many people scheduled tonight.
he's also been entered in the Casino Gauntlet match coming up this
And
Saturday.
here comes the human tank, a beast, a monster, Brody King. Brody King, a man who will take the fight to everywhere and anywhere. Teaming up
Guaranteed
with
are solid.
Bandito
And
here
of course, that's
tonight.
MJF, number 2,
And
Mark
we're going to
Briscoe,
find
number
out.
1.
And we're going to hear from
Match,
those guys
they're
later
gonna
on. But
go
right
up against- I
now,
forget the
we got
participants.
this awesome tag match coming up.
We also know that Brody King.
I cannot wait to. So I'm
Will
going
be
to say
part of that
something
men's
that might be a
casino.
little controversial, but I was thinking about this. Does anyone miss Chris Jericho? All In's going to be insane. Oh, God, absolutely, my man. I know that's a weird thing to say, but part of me kind of misses Jericho, and I don't want to see what's coming next for Chris when it's time. But we've got Kanosuke
Important to note, the winner
Takeshita
of the
and
Casino
Kyle
Gauntlet match will
Fletcher.
become the top contender to the AEW
These guys here, Kyle Fletcher, are going to be going on to All Ray to take on Adam Cole, baby, for the TNT Championship. But he cannot look past the challenge he has here tonight of Brody King and Bandito. And
Tony, we found out
if memory serves me correct, I think
Kyle Fletcher
Kanosuke Takeshita, is he going for the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship?
Championship this Saturday in All in Texas.
If I'm not mistaken,
A lot of challenges
I believe that Takeshita is going for that Ring of Honor World Championship against Bandito at Super Card of Honor.
I don't know. Adam Cole is a great
Thank you for the second like, they're much appreciated there.
Especially Don Callis on the outside, Taz.
And this will be a very interesting match that we have here to start things off with, ladies and gentlemen.
If you are at times undersized against a competitor,
The other guy who doesn't really have anything scheduled for officially scheduled with Brody King.
You relish in that
But
against
knowing Brody
a
King,
bigger
he's probably
athlete
in that
you
Casino
compete
Gauntlet there. Ladies and
But I
gentlemen,
do get
Brody
your
King,
drift.
the human tank, is going to start things off in this
Don
matchup
Callis
here.
family, Kanosuke
We're going to find out
Takeshita, Kyle
which one
Fletcher coming
between
into battle
Takeshita
here
and Fletcher
tonight.
who's going to start things
King
off
and
on
Bandito,
their
and of
side.
course Don Callis.
Decision's been made. Takeshita will start things
himself
off, which is
upon us
probably
at the
the best decision here.
Be careful. I'm only talking to Taz
as
because
Takeshita
anyone who's
will
never
be the
drawn money in
one
this business,
to
I'm
be
not
able to try
acknowledging
to
that's going to leave you like
match the
Shivani's
strength of
questionable.
Brody King. Brody with the forearm, and normally Brody King, a hell of a forearm thrower, but I'm not sure if he can overpower Takeshita with the forearms there, but oh, Takeshita with a big boot
accelerates to the
there.
ropes. Kanosuke
Brody-
Takeshita
oh!
answers him with a boot to
What a
the face.
collision. We're not even on collision. These guys throwing shoulder tackles here and there.
Brody seemingly with the
Takeshita holding
advantage.
his weight
most
there.
men can, when they collide.
Oh, there's the head
they're
forearm
gonna
there by
go down,
Takeshita.
but
Brody
is just
staggered. Oh, and
massive
Takeshita
guy.
rakes
I know
the
you
eye right
understand
there.
the size of this man.
Bro, I'm
Not
very impressed by
disqualifiable,
Brody
but
King. I'm also
certainly just
terrified of Brody
disgusting
King.
to see there.
I don't blame you.
I think that's a wrong move by Takeshita
But
attacking
it's rare,
Fletcher right
you're
now.
Taz, that he's
As
in
there's
there
not been
with
enough
someone
damage
who
done to
doesn't
Brody
just
King right now.
knock down like
Fletcher's a
some
hell of an
insect.
athlete, but I don't think he can measure up to Brody King on size there.
It just got dropped.
Catch in the corner right there. You don't want to be in the corner with Brody.
Fans get
And
ready
there's
for
a
the
heavy
biggest
shot.
AEW pay-per-view of the year, all in Texas, live from
And
Globe Life Field
Fletcher,
in Arlington
Kyle
on
crumbles
this
down.
Saturday, July 12th, for a limited time. Fans can score $10
Right
Prime
now.
Video credit. When
Another
they
heavy
purchase
shot
AEW
there.
all in Texas.
And Brody
on
King going to share the
pay-per-view
wealth
through
because
Prime
here
Video.
comes
Scan the QR
Bandito
code
right
at the bottom
now.
of your screen.
How about that for
Bandito
a
and
deal?
Kyle Fletcher,
And we
legal
look
man
forward
to
to
this
the
tag
same
team
time.
match right now.
You could come back
Brody with a
with
big time body slam there. Bandito runs off the ropes. Building up more head of a steam here. Into single leg drop kick down the floor there. And the senton by Brody there. Brody and Bandito able to create tag team offense. They're not usually scheduled together as a tag team, but you got to get creative right there,
A big match is
especially against a
potentially
team
coming
like
up
the
this week,
Don
and we
Callis
mentioned
family.
This Friday night, he will
Bandito
defend his Ring of
stepping on
Honor
the
World
form, and
Championship
Fletcher returns
against
fire.
Konosuke Takeshita.
Bandito returned it. Oh, Fletcher down the leg there.
ROH.com for that great
So
event this
Fletcher
Friday
gave
night.
up the forearm
And
battle
then
there and
Saturday,
decided to switch it up there.
Along with
Bandito may have won that battle there, but let's go to see who's going to win the match. Boom! What a single leg drop kick there by Bandito, and Fletcher immediately at the whoa. Bandito wants Konosuke Takeshita. These guys are going to face a Supercard of Honor for the Ring of Honor World Championship, but that is at Ring of Honor. But Bandito doesn't want to wait for that night. He wants it now. But he's got it.
And MJF. Looking forward to that.
A preview of what's to come at Supercard of Honor between Bandito and Takeshita here.
This Friday night, Supercard of Honor.
Bandito's going to have to bring everything he can on that night. Thank you for the free lights.
Headlock.
They could feel the athlete out. You
What's up, Renegade?
Was that a concern here with Takeshita getting
Spinning
in this
slow
tag
kick
match
there,
where
and
Bandito's in it?
Bandito combination
Well, there's always
moves,
a concern, but here's the thing.
Bandito lands on his
Bandito's
feet
gonna
there.
learn this.
Nice quick arm
You
drag
can't teach
takedown there by
size.
Bandito.
You can't train size, and as great
Just
an
what-
athlete as
no.
Bandito is,
Takeshita can't keep up with
Too
that
big, too
Bandito here
strong,
right
too
now.
big.
Ring of Honor. Oh, well,
Ate the drop kick.
all that just happened was Bandito. What is it? Brody charges in. That was,
over the
Brody
top and
Fletcher. Tope. Oh, that was like a tope forearm there by Fletcher.
Rock in the jaw, Brody King.
And now Bandito throwing the ropes
And
there.
Takeshita
And
swinging up
Land
his back.
Bandito tope. Caught you rope in the middle rope there. Taking out
Wait a
Fletcher.
second.
Takeshita not going to be outdone. Tope. Con hero of his own. And right now, the Don Callis family. Roy Wilson, Brody's already up. The human tank flies. Tank steer fly. Brody King shows it off right there. Takeshita, the legal man, this matchup right now. Brody getting his partner, Bandito, back in this match. Getting it back in there.
It's like a cruise ship in the air. Wow.
Brody,
If this is how this week's
I
going to
think
be.
Brody's
my
going to use
God.
Bandito as a weapon here right now. Big time. Oh, no.
Takeshita
Oh,
countered.
misstep there. Brody was going to launch Bandito down to Takeshita. Takeshita got the knees up, though.
Takeshita and
Renegade,
Fletcher
if
now
no one's looking forward to
work
Saturday,
in
they must be
tandem.
crazy fools. To be looking forward to Saturday night is to be a wrestling fan.
To the floor.
That was great teamwork. Yeah, great.
Oh, damn.
That's
Double
right.
drop
That was
kick
great
there
teamwork.
by Takeshita and Fletcher.
Teamwork in the ring. Fans are opening contest.
And a little bit of a pose down there by the Don Callis family of Fletcher and Takeshita. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're in picture break here right now. The tag team match that we have here right now is with Kyle Fletcher and Konosuke Takeshita taking on the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion Bandito and Brody King here. Kyle Fletcher will be taking on Adam Cole at All In. And meanwhile, we've got a preview to Supercard of Honor with Konosuke Takeshita and Bandito here right now. Bandito is defending the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship against Konosuke Takeshita at Supercard of Honor here. And you know that Takeshita would absolutely love to be able to get an early victory on Bandito just to show that I can beat you once. I will certainly beat you again here. As right now, Takeshita is keeping Bandito trapped with almost like a Cobra clutch there. Bandito trying to reach for the rope right there. And Kyle Fletcher is pulling back on the rope right there. And Aubrey Edwards called him on that and told him to knock it off there. What does tonight's card look like? Let's see. We got the tag team match. We have Mark Briscoe and MJF in a little talky talk segment. We have our main event, which I think is going to be the main event, is the 8-man tag team match of John Moxley, the Young Bucks, and Claudio Castagnoli taking on Hangman and Page, Will Ospreay, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Katsuyori Shibata. We have a fatal 4-way matchup to determine who's going to be the number 2 participant in the Casino Women's Gauntlet Battle Royal, or the Casino Gauntlet. Megan Bain, Tekla, Queen Aminata, and Ty Mello. And Samoa Joe and Wheeler Yuta. I just saw that one there. I think that's it for the majority of it. I meant look like. Yeah, I knew what you meant there, buddy. So right now, Kyle Fletcher is our legal man here in this matchup now. Bandito is still in some trouble here. They're certainly targeting here on the midsection. Appears to be Bandito right now trying to fight back here, but there's Kyle Fletcher with that explosive body slam there. I mean, man, nobody hits a body slam, I think, in professional wrestling the way that Kyle Fletcher hits it, with the explosive power and the quickness there. Trapping Bandito right now with a chin lock applied there is Kyle Fletcher. And again, this may be a rest hold that some people consider, but at the same time, you're keeping control over the matchup while you're cutting off circulation to your opponent, choking them out there. And if they're held in that submission too long, they're going out like Bandito just went down to his waist there, circling his way to the rope right there. Thank you for the 4. Much appreciated. And we are back live right now here, ladies and gentlemen. What did I miss? You know what?
Battling Brody King and
so I was just a few seconds off live here.
Fletcher, but Fletcher driving the knees at the midsection.
Bandito gets a single leg dropkick, taking down Takeshita off the corner there. Fletcher went charging in, and Bandito tried immediately to rush after Brody King.
Like your guys did a few moments ago to
midsection
Brody
there
King,
by
but
Fletcher.
Bandito quicker.
Whoa! How did he? Wow, guys, that was incredible. Fletcher pushed off Bandito and in mid-flight dropped him down. Bandito twisted his body in mid-flight to turn it into a DDT. That was incredible, the elevation there.
Brody King coming in like a
tag made the human tank, big bad Brody King is in the ring.
Cutting him off. That's Fletcher ducks underneath the lariat, but Brody drives down Fletcher.
Brody with that boss man slam.
Stop that momentum that
taking down Fletcher.
Having, but Brody too big, too strong.
Brody's probably the last person that Kyle Fletcher wanted in this matchup. He splashed there. Oh no, Kyle Fletcher's in a seated position in the corner. You never want to be trapped there because the dog's barking, the hounds are calling. Cannonballs, Phelps. And that could be it.
Try to pin him.
One, made, 2, 3, and Fletcher able to kick out.
That cannonball has actually gotten Brody King some victories in the past there. But Fletcher, you know that Kyle Fletcher does not want to go with getting a loss right now as he's heading into Saturday.
Back to live action.
Damn. Wow, I want to watch that again right there. Kyle Fletcher got out of the Gonzo bomb, and as soon as Fletcher got a cross kick,
back to live action. Brody King
as soon as Fletcher rolled around, he got whoa! Michinoku driving it by Fletcher.
Center of the ring. What a feat of strength by
Gotta
Kyle
give
Fletcher.
Kyle Fletcher that
Took a lot
respect
out of
right there to get Brody King up that Michinoku driver right there.
This big monster.
Right now we're at a stalemate. Yeah, watch this. Oh, I thought they were going to show the forearm by Brody again because that was pretty damn cool there. Tag made a double tag. We're back to where we were before. Takeshita and Bandito. Oh, cover. Whoa, Takeshita got caught. Almost defeated. Bandito right now. Oh, whoa, hang on. Takeshita right now. Waistlock control. Bandito
escapes from the grip of Bandito.
Time for a double axe. And Fletcher, sorry, Takeshita throws the forearm.
Takeshita got all of it. No, he did not.
And darts all the way.
There we go.
Oh, and Yakuza kick there by Inosuke Takeshita. Wait a second, though. Bandito.
Yeah, like it or not.
Wait, here's Fletcher.
Like
oh, Jesus. Right now, Bandito right now
eventually
trying to fight off a 2-on-1 assault here right now by the Don Callis family.
Oh, brother. Oh, God, this is
Cassius got Bandito up. Bandito, though, able to escape from the top rope with a hurricane there. Brody's got Kyle Fletcher in the sleeper hold there. Fletcher's not legal anyway, so who cares? Frog splash up there from Bandito. Cover up by Takeshita. Oh!
Fletcher.
I don't know how Fletcher escaped Brody King's sleep hold there, but Fletcher just collapsed, breaking the pinfall there on Bandito. Brody with after the gun carried there by Fletcher on the outside. Oh, jeez! I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, it's been a
Brody hit a lariat onto Kyle Fletcher's leg and dropped him from the ring apron. Oh no! Brody. Shot there from Brody King and Fletcher now trapped up across the barricade. The big tank comes in hot. Oh, and collides into the barricade. And Fletcher with a big boot there, sending Brody outside in the crowd there.
Yeah, well,
Bandito right now. Oh, Bandito went charging in.
Takeshita for the 21 plex.
Takeshita that forearm.
Answer the huge elbow. Nice kick though from Bandito.
Bandito. Hand in hand right now, and Bandito
jockeying for position.
Positions himself on the top rope. Moonsault off the top rope, taking out Fletcher.
Fletcher on the floor.
I fucking love Bandito, man.
Enziguri has to catch the stagger.
I've missed Bandito so much when he was away. I'm so happy he's here back.
Bandito.
It's a tornado, but Takeshita caught him with a forearm. This might do it there. Falcon Arrow. Oh, whoa. Takeshita. Wow. Guys, I don't think you see that happen too often right there. The number one contender for Supercard of Honor, Konosuke Takeshita, taking on Bandito, just pinned Bandito here tonight. The champion was defeated, and Takeshita's got momentum, a lot of momentum heading into
this Friday night. If Takeshita lands that raging fire on Bandito,
that one.
I think we will see a changing of the guard.
I think you might be right about that.
That's definitely special right there. Momentum for the Don Callis family in that position right there.
Is the start of a massive week for all elite wrestling here in the
hopefully this is enough.
State of Texas.
Yeah, get out of there, Bandito.
Here tonight, Collision, special night live tomorrow night, followed immediately by Countdown to All in Texas. Ring of Honor Supercard
Collision tomorrow.
All in Texas 0 hour, and then the big event, All in Texas live this Saturday afternoon.
Okay, so cool.
You know, if you're anything like me, and I know I am, last week on Collision, you saw a little piece of history. You saw FTR versus the Outrunners, and you saw the Outrunners ain't just built for show. We're built for go. Tell us,
Oh, Truth Magnum, how close were we, huh? How close were we? Just that little bit right there where we had FTR. We stood toe-to-toe with one of the best tag teams in the world, if not the best. Truth Magnum.
Sure as hell did.
That the Outrunners will never give up. They will never quit. And as long as I got my brother Truth Magnum here with me, the Outrunners are never going to lay down that easy. Because FTR, let me tell you this right here and right now. This isn't over. We still got our eyes on you, because if you haven't seen the Outrunners, you haven't seen nothing yet.
I said this on Collision. Oh, wait a minute. Listen to that one there, ladies and gentlemen. On Collision, we will have FTR and Christian Cage and Nick Wayne in actual tag team competition against the Outrunners and Jet Speed. That is tomorrow night. And as I said, the Outrunners may have lost the match against FTR on Collision, but man, oh man, did they really show up, and they reminded people exactly why that, you know, they are a special talent. They are, you know, special. They're part of the future for AEW. The Outrunners are, because, you know, I felt that the momentum of the Outrunners was dying down just a little bit there. I felt like they were slowly just losing a little bit there. And that fans were just, you know, it's the Outrunners, yay! They really showed up on Collision right there. That gave people the excitement of the Outrunners there. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're on commercial break right now. When we come back live, I have no idea what is supposed to be coming up next, because we do not have confirmation about what is next to come. But it's going to be a fun night of action here. And I don't know if Omega or Kazuchika Okada is going to be scheduled for the show. But, I mean, I would imagine that maybe we can get one more segment from them. Or unless they're going to be positioned on Collision for tomorrow night. So we will have a double whammy stream. We got Dynamite tonight, and then we will have Collision on tomorrow. What returns are you looking forward to the most at All In? Do you think Killswitch will return and turn on Christian? I don't think that Killswitch is ready to turn on Christian Cage yet. I think we need to build up to that moment again. We could actually maybe even get a moment of a revival of Jurassic Express, but a new version of them, of like Jack Perry as Jack Perry and Killswitch is back to Luchasaurus. But I don't know if that would be kind of bad, just going backwards. Oh, well,
FTR coming off of that incredible match with the Outrunners. And Christian, Nick Wayne, you guys are challenging for the AEW Tag Team Championships this Saturday at All In. But before we get there, on Collision, FTR and the Patriarchy teaming up. How's this going to go?
I'll tell you how it's going to go, Renee. Now, I could stand here and I could run down FTR's accomplishments, their whole laundry list of accomplishments, but I don't think we have that much time, do we? And we know they're going to bring their best, and the Patriarchy always brings their best, so I expect nothing but success. And I have to say, I like FTR, I like where your heads have been at lately. I'm very impressed. And I have to say, going into tomorrow night on Collision and into All In on Saturday, if you scratch our backs, we'll scratch yours after we become the AEW Tag Team Champions.
Well, first of all, let me say there's been a lot of miscarriages of justice in this company, but by far the biggest one is the fact that FTR is not included in the AEW World Tag Team Championship match at All In. But, you know, it's not like they're 10-time World Tag Team Champions or anything. It's not like they're the winningest tag team in AEW history. It's not like they had another classic last Saturday on Collision, but you know what, Christian? None of this is your fault, man.
Wait a minute.
So as far as All In goes, we'll be there. We'll be watching. And this whole back scratching thing, let's see how tomorrow night goes first. What do you say, man?
Big Stoke. He touched my hand.
A lot of moving pieces ahead.
I knew that. I didn't realize that that's something. I hadn't realized that at All In we have a triple threat tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Champions. That is actually a way that you could get the Ricochet. So Ricochet has already been announced, okay, for the Casino Gauntlet right there. Blake Christian out here tonight by himself here, trying to get a little bit of measure of revenge.
As you can see, I'm all alone here tonight after what the Gates of Agony did to my boy Lee Johnson. He's not cleared to wrestle. So since I'm all alone, I see no other way than to go straight to the head of the snake himself, Ricochet. And I only hope that he leaves his little weenie dogs in their cage tonight so I can whoop his bald ass one-on-one.
You get him, Blake.
At Collision last week, Ricochet seemingly joining forces of the Gates of Agony.
This match I'm excited to see right now. Blake Christian
Johnson and Blake Christian.
is someone I really do like watching in the ring there. I think that Blake Christian,
if his number gets
is
called
someone
for the Casino Gauntlet match, well, that's what
I
he
think
made his
really has
appearance
a
to
good
recall a year
future ahead
ago
of
in
him.
AEW.
Yeah.
What a
Sorry,
shocker
my
that was.
All in London, Wembley
Very
Stadium.
skilled
Ricochet,
inside the ring, and Blake
surprise
Christian
entrant
rapid-fire
into that
chops
match.
on
He's
his
had his eyes
Ricochet.
on gold
Oh, Ricochet.
duration of his AEW career, but thus far, Taz Gold eluding Ricochet are the Gates of
right
Agony,
now,
the missing piece for him.
Having to all leave the ring. What's the matter? Ricochet runs in.
As allies and part of your
And
group
Blake
faction,
Christian went out
whatever you
chasing
wanna
after Ricochet.
Ricochet,
Ricochet,
he's got an eye for
unfortunately,
talent.
catching Blake Christian as he was running
Ricochet
inside
right
the
now.
ring there.
Punishing Blake
Ricochet
Christian,
playing
catching Christian
these
on the
scared
entry to
tricks
the ring.
around the ring.
And
And of course, the chant to turn around the world.
Profiling this man.
Bald
Every
he
week on
is.
TV here,
Bald
it's kinda
Ricochet is.
Ball profiling. I live it sometimes.
Wait. Oh, heavy chop there by Blake Christian.
Right here in Garland, Texas.
Smacking him on that bald dome of his right there.
Of Collision.
And
live.
Ricochet
8/7
trying to
Central on
cover up
TNT,
here.
streaming on HBO Max.
And
Ring of Honor
Ricochet
Supercard
set right in the
of Honor.
corner right there. Blake Christian coming in hot. And Ricochet though.
RHTix.com to join us this Friday
Blake
night.
Christian was baiting Ricochet in right
Christian
there.
reversal
Springboard with a
there,
drop
and
kick
then
right there to the spine right
Saturday,
there.
All in Texas, Arlington.
Blake
Still
Christian right
great
now
seats
just
available. You
keeping
can
his
join us
pace right
at
now.
Globe Life
Oh,
here
look at that. Blake
at
Christian gouging the eyes there.
The QR code at the bottom of your screen is Blake.
Oh, slap that ball dome again.
That Supercard of Honor is going to be the
Blake
esports
Christian
stadium,
showing
which
up
is
Ricochet
very
here right now,
close, as you know,
showing that,
to
hey,
Globe Life Field.
we wanted to work with you, and you turned us down. Now you've got to pay for this.
Just west of here as Blake.
Modified Spaceman Plancha right to the middle rope right there. Great execution by Blake Christian. Man is so damn talented inside the ring.
Ricochet, your opponent.
I love that. Vanilla
Looking
dive.
around,
Oh, it's hanging out right now. What's it? There's the gates of
Bishop
agony right there.
Khan,
Oh, Blake, don't be distracted by this Blakey right now.
Ricochet's been recruiting him.
As right now, Blake Christian, though, turned his attention away from Ricochet. And Ricochet,
continues tonight live on Dynamite.
Ricochet saw it, took advantage of it, and sent Blake Christian crashing into the steel stairs right now. We're in picture breaking right now, ladies and gentlemen, here. That was a mistake made by Blake Christian, and he's got no one to blame but himself right there. After all, if the gates of agony attack you, I mean, hell, disqualification and you win. So it's a win-win situation. Right now, though, Ricochet inside the ring while Blake Christian having to get his bearings back together quickly, getting himself back inside the ring. Didn't even wait for a 9 count there. Blake Christian already inside there. I like that determination there by Blake Christian to get back inside and try to rebuild some momentum that he's lost right now. But Ricochet just stomping away at Blake Christian right now. Ricochet probably realizing that if the pace quickens in a match like this here, usually that's to a benefit of Ricochet, but, facing off against an opponent who has the same type of style like you, Ricochet may have to change the pace and slow it down for himself here. It's the running back elbow there because as Blake Christian was starting to build a little bit of momentum right there, Ricochet had to drop him on down there. Again, that's what you got to do when you think – I'm not really sure what Ricochet was pointing to. He was pointing at his thigh for a second, whatever. Right now, Ricochet picking Blake up right now. And what is this? It's almost like the accordion rack here. Oh, wait a second. Oh. It was just slamming Blake Christian, his head up against the middle buckle there, and then just let Blake Christian fall down to the center of the mat right there. I wish I could commentate, but I have no idea why Ricochet was yelling at the referee. That made no sense at all right there. Ricochet right now just implementing a neck cranking at the neck of – oh, wait, I thought he was cranking the neck there. He's actually pulling back on the hair right there. Is there something that you need to say? Are you jealous about that luxurious hair of Blake Christian's there, Ricochet? Stomping away right now. This entire picture-in-picture break has been all Ricochet here right now. Blake Christian has not really had any offense. Forget about offense. Hasn't even had any really defense here right now. If I was Blake Christian, maybe I need to get outside the ring. But unfortunately, at that point, you might not even be safe because of the gates of agony outside there.
AEW Dynamite live in the shadows of Dallas, and this Saturday, 3 days from now, we will be in Arlington Globe Life Field for All in Texas. But right now, inside the ring,
wait a minute!
Blake Christian battling out.
Blake Christian got back up,
fighting from behind,
determination rising,
to work his way back into this match.
Blake Christian on the outside.
That knee strike hit its mark by Ricochet.
He might be baiting in Ricochet because Ricochet thinking about taking flight. Nope, Blake says, how about this Spanish fly?
Watch out.
Takes it down the leg. It is hooked in. Ricochet able to kick out. And fans, DraftKings official partner of AEW right now, all customers can join the free-to-play pool
I
for
can feel victory in my hands here right now. It's in my
Simply
grasp.
answer questions about the main events, get enough right to earn your
Ricochet
share
up
of the
to
prize.
his feet right now, but there is a fiery look in the eyes of Blake Christian right now. Throws a punch right there.
The crown is yours.
Right now,
I think fans probably realize that sometimes they may not like Blake Christian, but they sure as hell respect the kid here.
Ricochet was wrong about him.
Every shot to the chest.
He wants redemption.
Blake Christian.
We heard him say that.
Hang on. Oh, big time stepping there by Blake.
Christian got all
There's the fire in the eyes of Blake right now.
Look at the gates.
Oh, Jesus,
Bishop Khan, Toa Leona,
that
the
was
men that have
incredible.
been seemingly
So Blake
recruited by
Christian,
Ricochet,
leaped off the body of Ricochet and then kicked him right in the back of the head there.
Huge chance here.
This will be a gigantic upset if he can capture.
I love watching this right now. Blake going springboard, 450 splash, cover it up there. Ricochet pushing off right there.
Well, I don't know how they escaped because those were a couple of great moves.
That was a hell of a springboard, 450 there by Blake Christian right there. And then a great cover there.
I gotta say,
the only thing actually
I think Gates of Agony is a great
left the leg, and
you also got to admit,
Blake might be going top rope one too many times though.
Much to the chagrin, obviously, of Ricochet at the moment.
Blake, he took his eye. Off of Ricochet.
There's Bishop Khan right there. Wait a second. Whoa.
Take out Bishop Khan.
Oh, wait a second. Jesus. Totally on here right now. Gates of Agony. Oh, Blake is taking it to the Gates of Agony by himself here right now. Oh, what? Wait, what? He ran off the backside. Oh, wait a second. Ricochet. This is completely uncalled for right now. Ricochet had the referee distracted, and now, while Ricochet had the referee distracted, the Gates of Agony were on the attack there.
Yeah, and referee Rick Knox none the wiser.
Easy pickings right here,
And now,
Excalibur, after all of that.
Ricochet does not deserve this win that's coming here. Spirit gun right there. The match is over.
Blake Christian.
And he's still
for sure.
not satisfied. This is.
Could he win it right now?
And now.
Ricochet.
Vertigo slammed down dead center of the AEW ring.
3.
Ricochet didn't even need to do that. Wait a second. Are we still going in the assault right now? Gates of Agony were embarrassed by Blake Christian.
Gates of Agony after the bell continuing.
Completely an unnecessary assault here right now. And I think that Ricochet has found the boys to suit himself right there.
Turns his attention to the men's casino gauntlet match.
We know that there are 4 participants that we know for a fact that are going to be in that men's casino gauntlet. MJF, Mystico, and Mark Briscoe, and Ricochet as well.
Let's head to the back where the remarkable Renee Paquette is standing by.
MJF coming up in mere moments. We finally get this one-on-one.
No. It ain't no one-on-one just because Mark Briscoe wants a one-on-one. See, Briscoe, you're about to get hurt by the Syndicate, baby. And this casino gauntlet match is going to be as fast as that. And I will get one step closer to obtaining what I need. And that is my All Elite Wrestling World Championship.
Well, Max, let's talk.
We got to grab the tag titles and do a photo shoot. Excuse us.
Photo
Let's go, boys. All right, Renee. Rifle off some more stupid questions.
All right. Let's talk the casino gauntlet match.
We're on time. Yo, what's going on?
Wait. Hey, Shelton, since I already pinned you on Collision, I figured we would take the belts early. Whoa, what? Happy birthday, Jet Speed.
You got
No, wait a minute. They
West
did.
Side Gun says someone is about to die. Briscoe business. Hey, we're going to handle this business. You handle the Briscoe business. We'll see you in a bit.
Oh, what's the matter?
Well, guys, stick with us here on Dynamite because coming up next, one-on-one, MJF and Mark Briscoe get their talkie talk.
Oh, no, poor
Attempted to track down
MJF.
Jet
Things
Speed, their
didn't work
AEW
out
World
for you
Tag
like
Team
that,
Championship titles. And the talkie talk, as Renee said, is coming up next between Mark Briscoe and MJF. But fans, coming up this Saturday, all in Texas, one of the most highly anticipated matches in AEW history. The Rainmaker.
Are we getting a promo
versus
package?
the Omega.
For Omega and Okada.
Somehow I knew this day would come.
The rivalry between Omega and Okada. It is legendary.
You know, a shadow that I was chasing.
Kenny Omega, his bouts with Kazuchika Okada, some of the best professional wrestling matches of all time.
Okada, you were great. Maybe the greatest. I defeated the greatest wrestler on planet Earth. And I was happy to leave it at that. I was happy to close the book because on that day it proved that I was the best. And then, of course, you had to come to AEW.
I'm the best bout machine now.
The Kenny Omega I am today is a different man. The Kazuchika Okada of today is a different man.
The match the world has wanted to see in an AEW ring. Kenny Omega, Kazuchika Okada, winner take all. The winner will be crowned the brand new AEW Unified Champion.
Career-defining rivalry rekindled.
7 years, we had our last match. So when it comes to this match, Okada, let's leave it all in the ring. One final time for everything.
Sorry, I'm not talking
God, Omega.
Betrayal.
Don Callis, a man who discarded Kenny Omega.
Oh, God. Is this going to be a copyright song? Shit. I don't know if I don't know if I can allow the song to play. I always get worried when I hear a song that I don't know, and I'm like, okay, is that going to be copyright?
I'm going to wipe you from the history books of all elite wrestling, Kenny.
This is the end. And Omega bravely battled diverticulitis.
Yeah. I remember this moment there when Okada leaped off from the ring apron and literally had Omega bleeding out like. Wait, hang on. What did Okada say? Did he say bitch?
I saw your blood. I felt great.
I saw your blood. I felt great.
This is the end.
You had to use someone from my family to make it personal. Congratulations. That's exactly what you did.
The end of this is the end.
So you're going to get a different Kenny Omega this time. You will be a footnote of history, and I will be the author.
I'll beat you.
I'm doing whatever it takes.
I'll hurt you.
Whatever it takes to win that belt.
Maybe I'll kill you.
Damn, whoa, Okada.
That's all I have left. This business and this championship.
The first ever AEW Unified Champion winner takes all in the Lone Star State. The most anticipated match ever in AEW.
Let's leave it all in the ring. One final time for everything.
This is the end.
You know what I want to see? I just thought about it because I saw like a footage of Okada from like New Japan, like the gold like yellow jacket, and I want to see that Okada come out at All In. This is going to be the last time we see Kenny Omega and Kazuchika Okada one-on-one. I don't even think this is false advertisement for the final time. I really think it is. There was, I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but there is a post I put out on my on YouTube that I put out a collective of people that I want Kenny Omega to wrestle before he retires, because Omega did say that he is closing in on retirement. Not saying when, but that it's definitely coming probably sooner rather than later. I don't know how many dates that means, but there are a plethora of wrestlers left for Kenny Omega to wrestle in AEW that I think really need to be there. One person really that needs to wrestle Omega before Omega retires is Daniel Garcia. I said this on Collision. When it was Kyle Fletcher against Daniel Garcia, I said that Kyle Fletcher needs to win that match to go to All In. We don't need a triple threat match. Daniel Garcia has been the TNT champion. That part of his career is done. That chapter is over. Daniel Garcia, his next chapter needs to be an elevation to a new title, whether that be for this new unified championship to take on Omega or Okada, whoever is going to win at All In, or whether that be going after the men's World Heavyweight Championship, because part of me really wants to see the Young Bucks beat Swerve and Ospreay. Now, I know that some people might think, why would you want that? That makes no sense there. Like, let's get rid of this EVP thing because, what's going to happen? Ospreay and Swerve would not be able to challenge for the men's world championship for a full year. How could you want that? And I tell you this, how could you also not see the positive about that? You have the two top stars in AEW can't challenge for the men's world championship for a full year. That forces so many wrestlers to step up to the next level to take that spot that they cannot have anymore. At least for a full year. So I see the positive in that situation. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can hear, we're back live, and we're going to have a little talkie-talk at the front ring right there. One of the former Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champions, Mark Briscoe, coming out here.
We've seen it, Shivani.
And MJF will be on his own. Chicken over tiny kosher pickles. Oh my God. I can't believe that Mark Briscoe got the tiny pickle over.
Wow. There you go. He is not your typical Southern Delawarean, Taz.
Everything's bigger except, oh my God, except for MJF.
The number one entrance into the men's casino gauntlet match this Saturday at
That
All
is
In,
a great,
Texas.
great sign right there.
You talked at length about how important that number one spot is. It's a match that can end at any time. Not all the participants need to enter for the
in a while since we've been able to hear this theme song hit.
The number one contendership for the
because MJF has been falling out and hurting Sydney kids. But right now, MJF about to handle his business alone. He didn't want that, but the Hurt Syndicate going out of their ways to go get their AEW Tag Team Champions.
Mark Briscoe said to MJF, he said, I'll leave the conglomeration at home if you keep the Hurt Syndicate in the back as well. And
so things have been quite personal between these two here, and I see Sting Guy out there in the crowd. I'm calling him Sting Guy because literally every single time I see one of the guys out there, literally looks like Sting. Same facial hair, got the face paint, same hair, got a jacket on this look. Tiny pickle.
These two guys are from different worlds.
Oh,
different
shit,
parts
guys.
Of, the Eastern Seaboard. Let's put it that.
MJF's tiny kosher pickle does not hurt people. That's a winning sign right there. These people got creative. So I want to say this here. MJF, if you remember the promo that MJF and Punk had, they were at separate corners. They're doing the same thing. And when it gets like that,
no question. And
usually means it's going to be a good thing.
Different men, the way they approach life.
Although, I don't know if MJF can keep his composure here right now.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. But Texas, if you would please simmer down for just a second, it is time to have a talkie talk.
Oh, Briscoe. Talkie talk. MJF still can't believe that talkie talk it's over.
First of all, the phrase talkie talk's about the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. And secondly, I know much like all these people, you're a stupid, white trash, redneck hick. So allow me to speak in a way all of you can understand.
All right.
Well, howdy, y'all. Oh, shucks, Mark Briscoe. I sure as heck hope you don't mosey on down your way to All In, Texas, because if you do, I'm a dog walk you. Do you reckon you all understood that or what?
There it is. How can you have a talkie talk if you ask the man to shut the fuck up?
Mark, I don't know what you're thinking stepping in the ring with me. That's about as ignorant as throwing rocks at a man with a machine gun. So, my friend, unfortunately for all of you, there will be no talkie talk. So, you hillbilly, how about you take a walkie walk back to your meth lab in Dumpster Fire, Delaware?
No, he didn't.
So you can keep on feeding all 95 of your inbred children shoe leather and chicken feed, you pathetic poor.
Oh, that. You don't mess with Mark Briscoe's family like that. This might not...
Now listen here, Pickle.
Listen here, Pickle.
It sounds like to me what you need is a good old country ass whooping.
Maybe so, maybe so. Whoop his ass. Mark Briscoe has the crowd in the palm of his hand.
Oh, it's coming. Believe you me, it is coming. Because Saturday will be here before you know it. All In, Globe Life, Casino Gauntlet, I'm the number 1 man, you the number 2 man. The bell's gonna go ding, 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 and I'm gonna commence to whooping your ass, the likes of which you've never experienced before.
And just yeah, sure, bud.
But Saturday is ass whooping day. Wednesday, damn it, is talky talk day.
I'm telling you, Mark Briscoe, crowd, palm of his hand.
Now you come out here and you try to berate me, but Max, it just did not work because I'm proud to be a country boy. I'm proud to be a redneck. I'm proud that I've had to work hard for every dollar that I've ever put in my pocket.
And straight, Mark Briscoe, a common man.
Now you over there with your big money suit on, your little dumbass scarf that probably costs more than my whole wardrobe.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, probably does.
So you're the rich guy in the ring, right? You're the rich guy. Well, Max, you see, I got riches too, man. I got my family. I got my friends. The good Lord above has blessed me beyond measure.
MJ couldn't give a damn. He's meeting a man who just...
And that's something that I just don't think you can really understand, Max, because you call yourself rich, man, but you know what you are? You're bankrupt, man. Matter of fact, the word of the day today is bankrupt, Max. Because you are morally bankrupt and you have no soul. And that being said,
I don't think MJF cares about that, Mark.
I see right through you, man. You're so predictable. I know what you're about to do next. What you're about to do is you're gonna talk some dumb shit about my brother, try to get me riled up.
Oh.
But hey, I've been preparing for it all week, so go ahead, buddy, have at it.
When MJF stooped to that level...
Hold on. I would never say anything bad about your brother. Your brother's gonna go down as one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time.
Wow.
Your brother is gonna go down, moreover and more importantly, as one of the greatest human beings who've ever stepped foot in a professional wrestling ring. There's a special place up in heaven for one Jay Briscoe.
Wow. I think that took Mark Briscoe by surprise. To know that MJF actually said those things.
However, I do pity your brother. And not because he passed away. I mean, that's obvious. No. See, I pity your brother because while he's up there in those pearly gates, he has to look down and see what you've become. And I know he must be rolling in his Mark. Because he has had to watch his baby brother go from being one half of the greatest tag team of all time, Dem Boys, to being nothing more than a joke. Matter of fact, I'm no betting man, mainly because I already have more money than every single person here in this Podunk Arena. But if I was, I'd be willing to make a bet that if by the grace of God up above, if your brother was somehow able to be here in the flesh tonight, I know exactly what he'd say to you, Mark.
Oh.
He'd say, chicken, it shouldn't have been me in that accident. It should have been you.
I went
too far.
MJF
just went too far there.
Yeah, that was horrible what he just said. Crossing the line.
Mark was a butt.
And Mark Briscoe
Talky talk is over. Fist of flying. This was meant to happen. Get that Jay Dillon. Oh no. Mark, run. Mark, get out. No, Mark.
Briscoe,
get out.
Benjamin, Bobby Lashley, Sands, their AEW World Tag Team Championship titles. They're always going to have MJF's back. That's obvious. Right, on both sides now. Look at this. Gotta be careful.
Hey, there's Jet Speed. Let's go.
Jet Speed.
Briscoe's got friends.
Getting the better of the
and they took care of everyone.
Now Mark Briscoe. A right hand into the face of MJF, and an MJF. He is fleeing on the
Good guys get the win that they deserve.
Shivani with those tag team titles
and finally, the Hurt Syndicate gets what's coming to them.
Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin.
They are getting their comeuppance right now. Jet Speed.
After the beatings they've endured
Hurt Syndicate right now.
Yeah, if it goes like what happened on Saturday.
Happy birthday, Shelton Benjamin. Get the shit kicked out of you.
Shelton Benjamin.
Benjamin trying to fight back, but there goes Kevin Knight with a championship on the skull.
These guys on Dynamite last week. Remember, it's a three-way match for the AEW World Tag Team Championship this Saturday.
Guys, I love being able to root for the good guys to get the victory, and it pays off. Bobby Lashley laid out the
Jet Speed, especially.
And these guys,
watch out.
Oh, man. Straight up like signaling talking there by Speedball. Guys, he's done the damage. Run away now. Oh, no. He's still got Bobby Lashley staggered.
Pick it up where he left off.
They are sending a message right now, Jet Speed, to say, you've been picking us on us all weeks. And now it's our turn to hurt you.
Look at this.
And Jet Speed taking it.
That right there earned a little bit of confidence for the fans. Heading into Saturday of Jet Speed. They're still not done. Yo, maybe they might bust open Benjamin here. I don't know. They are relentless on the champion.
They broke into Hurt Syndicate's locker room, took those tag team titles.
God damn right there.
We know it. They left that message, and now attacking from behind. And
is it now? Here comes Christian Cage.
Involved in the mix of Saturday
The Patriarchy is going after the Hurt Syndicate.
Christian Cage.
The Hurt Syndicate is hurt, and now Christian Cage is about to pick the bones. Well, wait a second, hang on right now. Mother Wayne has got a steel chair in her hand. And not just steel chair, there's two of them.
MJF's not here to help the Hurt Syndicate. That's right. Getting chased out of the damn building.
Good God almighty.
Look at this. Christian Cage, he said that he and Nick Wayne will become AEW's first ever father and son tag team. Come on. Look at Kip Sabian.
Oh, well, hang on. Look at the chair to the leg of Lashley. Oh.
Oh, my God.
Oh, and that was second.
It's graphic, it's nasty, but it's smart strategy.
God, it changed, I think, the complexion of Saturday's match.
Yeah, this is without a doubt the most vulnerable we have seen the Hurt Syndicate rival here in AEW. There is no way Lashley will be 100% on that knee after that attack with those chairs.
Wow.
Shelton Benjamin now inside the ring at the mercy of Jet Speed. Bailey.
Still they're not done beating the holy hell out of Shelton Benjamin.
Well, Jet Speed's not done.
This is how he won it on Saturday. Just like this.
Frog splash from the top from Kevin Knight. Nice. The lines have been drawn right now. The Patriarchy just damaged Bobby Lashley. And Jet Speed just destroyed Shelton Benjamin. Mark Briscoe chased down MJF here. The Hurt Syndicate have been hurt. And this is going to be the most vulnerable that they have been ever heading into a tag team title match. This might be over for them, especially considering the fact that the Hurt Syndicate don't have to be pinned or submitted to lose those tag team titles. Man.
World Championship plus the Women's Casino Gauntlet match coming up this Saturday and all in Texas. Chris Statlander earning the #1 spot at bands. We are just
I think we're going in a commercial break here real quick, guys. I'm going to go ahead and
as the #2 entrant in the Women's Casino Gauntlet match.
So the Fatal 4-Way matchup for the women's matchup to decide who's going to be the second participant to come out in the Casino Gauntlet coming up.
Hey, you want to go all in for all in?
I don't understand.
Oh, this is Steve from DraftKings. He's going to explain.
Okay, so we are going to commercial break right now. I'm going to take a quick, short break, but I'll be right back, guys. Yeah, when we come back live, we're going to have that Fatal 4-Way women's matchup to determine who's going to be the second participant to be coming out in the women's Casino Gauntlet to face off against Chris Statlander. It'll be Megan Bayne, Ty Mello, Queen Aminata, and Tekla right there in that Fatal 4-Way. Oh, shoot. We're not going into commercial break. But you are all going to have to show your appreciation and bow down because the goddess of all elite wrestling is here. Megan Bayne has arrived.
Match for the number 2
I will be
spot
back.
in the women's Casino Gauntlet at All in Texas. Introduce first, being accompanied by Penelope Ford from Thessaloniki, Megan Bayne.
Megan Bayne, perhaps the odds-on favorite to capture that number 2 spot, but Taz in a 4-way match. As we mentioned, Chris Statlander, the number 1 entrant in the Women's Casino Gauntlet match this Saturday. But in a 4-way match, Megan Bayne could not even play a factor in the finish of this match.
Correct. This is going to be a hard-hitting bout between these women. I really feel that there's a lot at stake here with this spot, this opportunity at Casino Gauntlet for this Saturday.
From Vienna, Austria, the Toxic Spider, Tekla.
I don't think Tekla, she obviously does not have the size of Megan Bayne, but I think she may be the most dangerous person in this.
That's funny. She has been undefeated competing on Collision, making her Dynamite debut here tonight. The import from Austria, who really cut her teeth competing in Stardom in Japan until she was fired from Stardom for attacking the president of the promotion. She is that volatile, that unpredictable, and she brings that unpredictability.
Guys.
Not only here to this 4-way match, but to AEW.
I love watching Tekla inside the ring. I mean, hell, I love watching all these women inside the ring here. Aminata, Megan Bayne, Tekla, even Ty Mello. I was loving Ty Mello. She was one of my favorite athletes during the pandemic era of AEW. I always felt her quite impressive inside the ring, and then Sammy had to go and knock her up.
Sometimes you got to try and hold that in, but everybody's different. Everybody has their own way to come out here and feel the moment.
There's a front row seat right there. Statlander out in the crowd area just to eye the competition that is here. And a smart decision right there by Ty Mello to bring out her friend Anna Jay, because Megan Bayne brought up Penelope Ford. Smart decision to make sure you got backup in case some things go wrong here. Huge opportunity for Ty Mello right now, though, to get herself back. I mean, think about that. How it could happen for Ty Mello if she were to win this match here, be number 2, defeat Chris Taylor, and get a shot at the AEW Women's World Champion.
It's a difficult.
It's a huge opportunity for everybody. Oh, and there we go, Megan Bayne. Well, it was on Collision. They were teammates. No more.
Or even harder.
Megan Bayne and Ty Mello.
Tekla and Megan Bayne
and
Tekla on the same team. That shot was fired by Bayne onto Tekla.
On strike there by Megan Bayne. It's hard for me to decide who I want to win this matchup. I love Tekla, but you know what? It's Megan Bayne. I've always got to go with my girl Megan right there. Double layer, the takedown there. Megan Bayne charging in after Ty Mello, but Ty just bringing down the ropes right there. And Megan Bayne's momentum carrying her outside. Cannonball off the middle rope there by Ty Mello there. And Tekla right now positioning herself on the middle rope here. Takes the dive and there takes down Ty and Megan.
Takes flight here.
I think Tekla just said, I'm fucking winning this.
The queen is up.
I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen Queen Aminata dive before. Takes the cannonball. Oh, man. Good God almighty. That's why I'm the one and only. Queen Aminata, sure as hell, showing caution in the win right there.
Big time
Destroyed the pile right there.
Yeah, Queen Aminata that paid
Queen
off.
Aminata taking her pick right now. We know the history that Aminata and Tekla have had over the past few weeks, and she immediately going after the toxic spider, throwing her into the barricade.
Who will grab the number 2 spot in the women's casino gauntlet match?
We're watching.
And right now, as you may have heard from Excalibur, we are right now in picture-in-picture break, ladies and gentlemen. Here, Megan Bain and Ty Mello still going after each other. And in this fatal 4-way matchup, no disqualification, no count-out. This match is going to be forced to have to end inside the ring here right now. Referee right now trying to just ask these women to get this action back inside the ring. He can ask all he wants here, but these women are intent on just beating the holy hell out of each other here. Ty Mello tried stopping the momentum that she was being thrown into the corner, into the barricade, but still found the barricade nonetheless. And again, the line, the women that have been in this right here, right now, Tekla choking out Queen Aminata in the corner of the barricade right there. And again, no disqualification right there. So referee can't disqualify her for holding on that chokehold. Oh, man. Tekla was trying to run off the steel stairs there, and Queen Aminata got a dropped hold, and Tekla went face first in the steel chair, and everything is just explosive right now. Ty Mello hitting a rapid-fire forearms into the chest of Megan Bain, but just like that, the goddess hits the lyric there, but she better get back inside the ring there. Queen Aminata had a cover over on Tekla. It might have been a 2 count. I'm not sure here. That's what's going to happen. Like, the ladies need to get back inside the ring here right now. This is almost like, oh. I'm not sure what Megan Bain was looking for there. She was charging right to the steel stairs, and Ty Mello able to move out of the way, and Megan just went crushing right into the stairs. Oh! Able to cover up there. Tekla right there fighting out of the hold there that Queen Aminata had. I need another drink break. I'm feeling like something building up my throat. Pardon me. And I apologize if that sounded disgusting at all. Number 1 view right there. Aminata throwing the cheeks in the face of Tekla right there. What if Hangman was to pin either Claudio or one of the Bucks? Do you think the Bucks could be the difference in the title against Moxley and possibly Swerve and Hangman bearing the hatchet? Wait a second. Tekla right now, she's throwing the cheeks in the face of Aminata. It's hard for me because I don't know. I'm always conflicted about seeing Hangman and Swerve ever be bearing some hatchet. I don't know if I ever want to see it.
The winner of that match will become the number 1 contender for the AEW Women's World Championship.
Misstep there by Ty.
Mistimed it.
Yeah.
As now looking for the cover, but Queen Aminata there to break things up.
That was stupid.
Yeah, she went for that quick cover.
There was a wheelbarrow spot. Aminata had Tekla in a wheelbarrow, and then Ty tried for a cutter, but it didn't work. And she was still trying to cover her after. That was pretty dumb. Sorry to say it for Ty right there, but that looked bad. I just want to say it because I want people to know that I call out the shit that I see.
No, she made it.
On the match right now, it's on is Megan Bain versus Queen Aminata versus Ty Mello versus Tekla. Fatal 4-way matchup. The winner is the second participant to go in all in at the Casino Gauntlet.
Tekla
the kick to the back right there. Aminata also kicking out there.
Number 2 spot in the Casino
And right now,
Gauntlet.
Megan Bain and Tekla right now. Again, they were allies last week. This night, not so much. Megan Bain holding the base and bringing Tekla up.
Oh boy, that was impressive.
Stalling. Oh, Falcon Arrow.
The Falcon Arrow.
She's done the deal, though. Oh, there's a Ty Mello.
And now look at
hammers down with the forearms there into the face of Megan.
Hammering Bain with those elbows.
She's relentless. She has made it a point to attack Megan Bain.
I remember that.
We saw Chris Statlander watching on here. Wants to see who is going to catch that number 2 spot.
Oh, Jesus. What a headbutt from Aminata.
And Queen Aminata.
Yeah, you girls better work together because the goddess is here to take control. Double time lariat there.
Good
job. Screw brother by Aminata.
Tekla coming in to break things up.
Nice bicycle kick there by Ty Mello. Fine lyric there by Megan Bain.
Back into the fray. Yeah, when you
And
see
tackle right now.
break up a pin cover, it's not that they're trying to
Man,
help
this is
them, they're trying to
anyone's
save
game here right now.
themselves. It's every woman for
Oh, wait,
themselves
hang on.
here.
Yeah, and they are throwing some live shots.
Tekla.
It's a hard
Time for double knees from Meteora.
Tekla looking
Oh.
for Bain. Catching her in midair.
Follow it,
changing her
Joe.
grip, and now Bain.
Fates descent.
Looking for Fates descent.
Wait a minute,
Oh,
no! Throws Tekla outside there. Down goes the pile. Down goes Aminata. Down goes Ty Mello. All hail the goddess herself.
And thinking back to the first ever
Wait a minute.
women's casino
Wait a minute.
match earlier this year.
Wait a
Tony,
minute.
it was
Is she gonna dive?
Chris Statlander and Megan Bain that paired off seemed like a
Tope suicide for Megan Bain. Never did I think I'd see it.
Part 2 this Saturday.
Well, they are two of the strongest women in this
Megan
division.
Bain is on fire right now, and I'm loving it.
Statlander looking
Give her the victory. Let's
unimpressed.
see Chris Statlander and Megan Bain round 3.
As of late,
I don't know. Remember that when Megan Bain first arrived here, she defeated Statlander. I don't know about twice.
You have to be your own person.
Yeah, well, I
Megan
don't
Bain, one of the
disagree with
most
on that,
dangerous
but if I
women
was
in
Statlander,
all
I'd be
elite
careful
wrestling
with
at the
that dude,
moment.
That's for sure.
Jawbreaker
Jawbreaker by
momentarily
Ty
sends
Mello, and
Megan
right now
Bain,
Megan
Bain
though she didn't even feel it.
Hoists up Ty Mello. Ty
Trying to rapid fire here right now. Ty Mello
trying to chop this
breaking
tree
down the base of trying to get down the base of.
As Ty Mello.
Oh,
look for that
Ty KO.
Oh, she caught Bain right on the
Megan
face with
Bain going out there, smart, great job.
Got herself out of bounds, out of the ring, or
I mean,
if
if
the
you
momentum
can't-
of the knee strike did it.
Last thing
But
you
it
want is
saved
if you
her,
can't win the
Taz.
match,
It
you
really
don't
did.
want to be
It really did.
defeated.
Ty Mello.
Tekla right now
She
just
was-
behind Ty
She
Mello.
was doing a little jaw
Boom!
jacking, and now Tekla.
Big time
thunderous,
form.
right on the
Oh,
strike.
there's the disgusting, disturbing,
spider.
toxic spider.
On the
How she
hunt
falls
as Tekla
backwards there.
charging.
Spear by
Spear
Tekla there.
from Tekla.
Could be. Oh, no, there's Aminata with a kick upside the back of the head.
Man, we have the biggest event of the year coming up on Saturday. Here
Aminata
on
right
Wednesday.
now.
4 women.
It's her and
beating the hell out
Tekla.
of each other.
Fisherman's nope.
Wait, Tekla escapes from the grip of
Fisherwoman's.
Aminata swinging a miss. Tekla.
Wheelbarrow
Causatora.
cometh and nice ball through there by Tekla. Cover up on Aminata. Oh, wow.
Aminata using
Close,
those legs to
close,
power
close.
out of the grip of
Tekla
Tekla.
right now.
And
In the
now
bottom rope there.
Aminata.
Oh! That sliding kick.
Off with her head, but
Oh, right now. Wait a minute.
And now Anna Jay stopped
Penelope
that's a
do what she can.
no disqualification.
I don't know why Anna Jay would stop it right there. Ty Mello's not there.
Far from over.
Whoa.
Second Megan
Tekla.
Bain just wiped out Aminata.
Let's go, Megan.
And now Bain
Big time Liger
brings
bomb.
Aminata up and Megan.
Boom.
The running powerbomb. 2.
Oh, that kind of sucks to hear it right there. What I mean that kind of sucked is that a little bit after the Liger bomb, I think the referee overreacted though, because Megan Bain didn't even have a moment to kind of slide Aminata over for her her leg to be on there, because the referee was like shoulder. I was like, dude, she just hit the move. Give her a second right there, but. There we have it, folks. Megan Bain, Chris Statlander. And if you're Chris Statlander, you better be scared, because you know that you have been defeated numerous times by the goddess herself right there, Megan Bain. She didn't need a Fate's descent. She hits you with a running Liger bomb.
All of us at All Elite
1,
Wrestling
2,
want to
3.
share our condolences with everyone affected by the unimaginable tragedy in Central Texas. We all here will be keeping the Lone Star State in our thoughts during this incredibly difficult time.
That was real nice of them to do that.
Dick Steele days are happening now.
I mean, when you think about it, I hadn't even thought about the fact of just the awkward timing of, everything that unfolded about the massive flood that just hit in Texas. It's just got to be absolutely it's got to be terrible, a terrible feeling. But maybe sometimes this is what the the people of Texas need as well is just a night to go have some professional wrestling right there after what they're dealing with down there. To just have a little bit of normalcy of just go for professional wrestling, and especially to have Saturday Night All In to be there on that night as well too. So yeah, but that was really cool of AEW to deliver that message right there. I think that's all I'm gonna say. So I think coming up next is Samoa Joe and Wheeler Yuta. And then after that will be our main event. And I think we're covered for the show here tonight, guys. Thank you all for joining in. Tomorrow night we will have a special edition of Collision. I was about to say not because, we have a WWE pay-per-view or premium live event on Saturday, but technically we do because they wanted to counter-program they wanted to counter-program All In, but not going to happen, Budge. It's not going to work. When? I don't know if, yeah. So I'll have to remember for that for tomorrow night. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, shoot. Will we be able to... I may have to check my schedule because I might be working late. So I don't know if I'll even be able to do Collision tomorrow. Yeah, unfortunately, guys, I am going to be working tomorrow. So Collision, I will not be able to do that show tomorrow. I am practically at work throughout the entire day. So... that stinks. But don't really have anything special now, so I'm looking for.
Tekla, unfortunately, you did not earn the number 2 spot in the Women's Casino Gauntlet match. However, there's no denying the impact that you've made here in AEW. You've not even been pinned in the time that you've been here. So should your name get called this Saturday afternoon, all in...
Whoa, what the hell? Jesus! Aminata!
Well, thankfully, security
Aminata had no right to get in here right there.
Clearly unresolved issues between these two women. We now know that Megan Bain is entering the Women's Casino Gauntlet match at number 2. All in Texas is going to...
What is happening? What is what
I needed from you, man. I knew you was going to say something stupid that was going to fire me up, and now it is a certain day. It is a certain day I will win this casino gauntlet match in Texas and all that on Saturday night. And then I'm going to kill your ass, you curly son of a bitch.
Oh, man.
Briscoe just went all in. No pun intended. He said, I'm going to kill your ass. Oh, damn. Don't call him a chicken. Call him a fiery dog right there. Jesus, that was chaotic right there. Tekla was just coming to have an interview with Renee Paquette, and then Aminata just coming right in there. Shit, I'll be honest, Queen Aminata had no right getting involved right there during that interview there. But here comes Samoa Joe against Wheeler Yuta. Look, you may think this matchup is going to be completely one-sided, but don't you ever count out Wheeler Yuta. Yuta's been trained in the arts of the Death Riders. He's been trained in the art of violence by John Moxley, and he's been trained in technical wrestling with one of the greatest technical wrestlers of all time, Bryan Danielson. Wheeler Yuta has had his way before where he was able to really take it to wrestlers like Powerhouse Hobbs and Adam Copeland. So don't you ever count out Wheeler Yuta in the wrestling match here.
Wheeler Yuta, former AEW World Trios champion.
Justin Roberts really went in there on the Yuta.
John Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli are teaming up with the Young Bucks.
Now Yuta walking out by himself here, but it must be reminded to the world every single week.
Moxley
doesn't matter. Some of these people got some crazy signs right there. Someone has to decide which one looks better. Yuta with his long hair or a dog. Something like that there. But a reminder is that it doesn't matter
for Wheeler Yuta.
Or which one is Wheeler Yuta? 2 pictures of a dog and Yuta in the middle.
to somehow
Samoa Joe just waiting for you to come down the ring right there.
We've seen the Ops, Tony. We've seen
I love the fact that Yuta actually saw that. He's like, "Are you shitting me?" I have a question. Considering that Jay Briscoe was one of the greatest wrestlers that deserved to be in the Hall of Fame, if he was alive, do you think he could have been the one to throw Moxley?
It wouldn't surprise me if Samoa Joe had to contend with more than Wheeler Yuta.
I don't know.
That's been the
I don't really know.
of Death Riders, but what about how Wheeler Yuta has changed?
I guess it all depends on how the fans would go for Jay Briscoe. I'd have to hear the reaction to that.
It's a completely different person than we remember about 2 years ago.
Honestly,
since his
part of me just wants to see Joe hit the competing clutch and put this match away.
John Moxley and the Death Riders, Wheeler Yuta.
Joe's literally like, "Kid, are you sure about this?"
And
Yuta doing the right thing. He's going after the arm of Samoa Joe that is always heavily taped up. Get a haircut.
He's got a 2-on-1 right there, wrist control.
Maybe they wish that Wheeler Yuta was the bald one.
Pick an ankle or single leg on Joe if you can. I would try to get Joe
Joe
on the
right
mat,
now,
get him
breaking
down
free
on
of
the
the
mat
arm
to
lock,
alleviate
the arm
the
lock there.
size advantage.
And now
But
Joe,
the opposite way,
just hate brushing the kid right there, slapping the head there.
The advice of Taz to Hart, bringing Yuta down to the mat.
You know, Joe's had such a storied career.
Samoa Joe right now just enjoying himself here right now. Finally able to get his hands on one of the Death Riders right now. Wheeler Yuta is really trying to ask for a test of strength with Samoa Joe. Is he really? Joe better not fall for this here. Yuta's going to go down low. Oh, no. Joe just grabbed it, ripped the loose lock. Oh, Jesus.
I don't know why Yuta did that. He's smarter than that. Definitely backfired.
Yuta right now needs to run away. Well, there we go.
Nobody home.
Tuck tail and run. Uh-oh. Up and over on the ring apron there. Yuta right now. I don't think it's the right time to go top rope sitting here by Wheeler Yuta, but big risk. And whoa, no, Yuta. I thought he landed on his feet for a moment there.
Somewhat ineffective.
Oh, he was baiting Joe in there. He was faking him out there. Smart strategy by Wheeler Yuta. Drop kick. And the first man who goes down to the matchup, I believe, is Samoa Joe. And, well, now Yuta tried with a dive outside, and Joe just walked away. Vintage Joe.
Have you ever heard of a guy named Peacemaker?
I can't wait until Wheeler Yuta turns on Death Riders. I feel the same way, but I'm not sure. I mean, maybe the Death Riders just have to end. Maybe the story maybe the whole faction just has to end for everyone to go their separate ways. I think part of me is gonna miss it because I really, really actually want the Death Riders to start going back to what the mission was to begin with, because Yuta is actually bringing back the original story of the Death Riders by trying to encourage Statlander to, remember that she has friends, and Mox is like, "Don't ever let anyone tell you how good you are," or something like that. I can't remember what he said to her, but I was like, that's trying to bring in new members to the Death Riders, slowly but surely. Because Marina Shafir, she's not really someone who wrestles. Wait a second. Hang on. I gotta check that. Samoa Joe was jabbing Yuta, and now I can't tell where that one was. Wheeler Yuta's trying to say that he kicked him right in the gonads right there. Referee, use your eyes. I couldn't tell if the camera was too far away there. If Joe caught Yuta down south, or if he just caught him in the midsection there. Well, Wheeler Yuta's not having a good time in this match here right now. Oh, there we go. Now Yuta trying to fire back here right now. That throws Joe face first in the buckle right there. Again, like I said, don't count Wheeler Yuta out right now. He's a fiery little squirrel there as Wheeler Yuta. He's got to make sure and keep going on Joe right now. What is Wheeler Yuta thinking? Why is he trying to Irish whip Samoa Joe? That's not going to work right there. I appreciate. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, well, only for a moment, Yuta was able to try to Irish whip and back body drop there. Wheeler Yuta is trying too many moves right now that are just not going to work for him right now. Wheeler Yuta not wrestling a smart match here right now. He is trying one too many moves and it's not working. Chop the back, and now Joe says, kick the chest. Former World Heavyweight Champion Samoa Joe. Remember, Samoa Joe was the man who ended MJF's title reign. MJF, the longest reigning AEW World Heavyweight Champion of all Elite Wrestling. And Samoa Joe was the man who put a stop to that one right there. I mean, you'd think about how big of a victory it would be if he could defeat a former world champion, but it's not looking too good for the Death Rider's own Wheeler Yuta right now. And sadly, the Death Riders never really seem to come to the aid of Wheeler Yuta when he actually needs it. Usually there's no Marina Shafir out there. Joe cranking the neck, and Yuta tried getting up there, but as soon as Yuta, well, A for effort there. Yuta tried chopping Joe there, and Joe, I swear, Max Caster and Wheeler Yuta, they know exactly what type of matches they're supposed to be wrestling. They're supposed to be the bumpers. They're supposed to be the ones who get beaten down. They know exactly the type of matches that fans want to see from them. They want to see people their asses get kicked. Or they know people want to see that.
Main event tonight.
Yuta,
of course, we are here in
got the
Texas
guts to never give up. He's pushing back as hard as he can. Oh, there you go. Down south. Oh, wait, you can back out there. Yuta trying to check his teeth. Are they there? Are they still there?
Video credit. When you purchase AEW's All In Texas through Prime Video, don't miss the most anticipated
right now,
event of the summer.
just take a
only on
muscle
Prime
buster.
Video.
Be done with it, kid.
Here, guys. I think
Just
Joe
be done with this. Oh, Yuta gouging the eyes, though.
Yuta gouging the eyes.
Gotta give Yuta credit for still pushing through.
Pretty good counter to the muscle
Lesser man probably would have just quit at this point here right now.
Takes Joe off his feet.
Joe on the outside floor, and Yuta right now needs a big risk. Tope suicide there. And that time, Yuta
trying
caught
to
Joe.
neutralize the size advantage, doing a good job.
Yuta immediately pushing
At
Joe
least for the
inside the
last
ring
few
here.
moments, Yuta back to the top.
Up top, into high. Oh, I was going to go cross-body with from forearm there. Cover up, but only one. Wheeler Yuta completely frustrated. Couldn't even get a 2 count here.
Being a veteran that Joe is,
After the abuse that Wheeler Yuta's taking the match there, he would have loved to at least known he got a 2 count on Joe.
It's tough to even explain.
Joe, though, up in the corner here.
It's just a certain bristle you have.
Is he baiting in Yuta?
Wheeler Yuta out here alone. Fighting
Wheeler
Joe
Yuta tried for a
one-on-one because
monkey
his
flip.
partners, John Moxley, Claudio
Wait.
Castagnoli, are teaming up
Oh!
with Matthew and
Here we
Nicholas
go.
Jackson, part of
Yuta
tonight's
going up
main
the
event.
arms of
Wheeler
Joe
Yuta
right
the
there.
cover.
Well, that time he got a 2 count, and immediately,
Nice flying
as
up
immediately
on
that Joe got
Yuta
out,
right there.
Yuta with a
He's
hammer
got
lock.
himself a double wrist
Again,
lock,
like
I
I
believe.
said,
Double
don't
seat
forget,
from this
Wheeler
angle.
Yuta, a great
Got
technical
the
wrestler
crook of
inside
his
the ring,
knee
knows
on
how
the
to pick
back
a
of
limb
Joe's head to
and stick
control
to it right
Joe's upper
there.
body.
Joe's
now
arms
Wheeler
have
Yuta
proven to be
doing a
his
hell of a
weakest
job here,
points right
Taz.
there. Take out the
Sure
arms
is,
of
but
Joe.
he didn't
You
want
take
Joe
out
to
a lot
get
of his
to his feet,
offense.
and that's what
No
happened.
Coquina
That's the
clutch,
problem.
no muscle
Knee
buster.
strike to
They're
the
gone.
midsection by Yuta.
Oh, the Manhattan drop.
Yuta. Stop
Big
his
boot
tricks,
there.
and Joe takes him down
And
the
Joe
high boot.
Senton. Yuta, just say goodnight, fella. No.
Able to kick out. I mentioned Wheeler
Again.
Yuta flying solo here tonight, as
Yuta.
is Samoa Joe. His partners on the
Right.
opposite side. Of that all-star
Yuta set in the
eight-man
corner.
tag. It'll be
Oh, he ate the snap power slam there by
the
Joe.
cover. Two and Yuta.
You got to
Able
give it
kick
to
out
Wheeler
Hobbs.
Yuta, man.
Shibata
After all this
teaming up
damage
with
he's taken
Will
in the match,
Ospreay and Hangman
and he's still
Adam
pushing
Page. That
through.
match just moments
That's
away
pretty
as
incredible
this
there. I
battle
think even Samoa
continues
Joe
here
has to
on Dynamite.
realize
Joe just
to
hit
give
that
this kid a little bit of
snap
respect to still stay here. Oh, you know,
Joe, quick snap.
utilize the referee right there as a human shield there for a
Wheeler
moment.
Yuta pulled the referee in between himself and Samoa Joe, Tony.
Yeah, Wheeler Yuta's doing a heck of a job here against the bigger and stronger Samoa Joe.
Oh, Yuta right now.
Oh, Yuta.
Look at this.
And that rebound. Oh, let's go for
and now
Lariat.
looking for the German suplex on
Why
Samoa
is
Joe.
Yuta?
Drop step to
Yuta
get
strike.
there.
Oh, it biting the ear.
The ear.
Oh,
The
man.
ear of Samoa
Oh, down
Joe.
now.
I guess whatever it takes.
Okada roll there. Yuta can't. Oh, no. Oh, Yuta got caught. Yuta got caught. Just tap. Yuta tap.
It's 6 down.
Yuta tried for the Okada roll. He had it for a moment, but Joe slipped out and into the computer clutch immediately. Got to give it to Wheeler Yuta for still staying in the fight as long as he did right there. But in the end, we knew what was coming.
Samoa Joe.
The end. Oh, wait a sec. That's Gabe Kidd. Gabe Kidd.
Pro Wrestling, the Death Riders, mercenary.
The enforcer, mercenary, call him what you want to there. Gabe Kidd right at the back of the neck of Joe. And now Tuck Taylor running now. The Death Riders came and saw, did the damage.
too late to save Samoa
sorry
Joe,
about that.
but they will be in action next alongside Will Ospreay and Hangman Adam Page as they take on the Founding Fathers and the Death Riders. Don't go anywhere.
So unfortunately, it seems like that Gabe Kidd is probably going to be the third man because I believe that the Trios Championships are supposed to be defended at All In. The Ops will defend the Trios titles. It looks like Gabe Kidd is going to be the guy. And part of me is disappointed by that a little bit because I said last week, I'm like, yo, Gabe, I may not have explained it, but Gabe Kidd basically has been like, as Excalibur said, has been the mercenary. He's, been the heavy. He's been there to call when he is most needed. He is not there to be just a guy you put in a match. And so I was thinking to myself, I was like, what if they convert? What if they gain somebody new? Who's had issues with the Ops? Hook. And I'm like, send Hook. Put him in the trio spot with Claudio, Wheeler, and Hook being the third man. And Hook joins the Death Riders. I still actually think that Hook might join the Death Riders. I haven't given up on that. It's not really something that I'm heavily pushing for, but I could definitely see it happening because I don't know. I think the Death Riders right now are doing the right thing of going back to where they were before, as it was supposed to be, about bringing people into the Death Riders, not just allowing only the Claudio, Yuta, Moxley, Marina Shafir, not just keeping it those guys. Bring in others to elevate others. Like, we are here to bring the best of AEW. And that was kind of the mission from the Death Riders at the beginning right there. And with them trying to, bring in Chris Statlander, or maybe bring her in, it leads the door open for more people to potentially join the Death Riders, So when we come back live, our main event is going to be here. Katsuyori Shibata and Powerhouse Hobbs are already out at ringside. We will have Hangman and Page and Will Ospreay join them shortly. And then we will have John Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli and the Young Bucks enter for our main event here. John Moxley and Hangman and Page able to get their official showdown. Not one-on-one yet, but they will be able to get to stare down in the middle of the ring with the match here before they go all in Saturday night. And by all in, I don't just mean the pay-per-view. I mean all in officially with a Texas death match. Hangman Adam Page has only been defeated once in a Texas death match, and that was against Swerve Strickland. The last time there was a Texas death match between Hangman Adam Page and John Moxley, the winner was Hangman Adam Page. Not even what did Hangman win, he forced Moxley to tap out in that matchup there. The ultimate embarrassment for John Moxley. I have to believe that he never, ever forgot about that.
In the ring, Katsuyori Shibata and Powerhouse Hobbs.
Thank you guys for joining in. Our main event is here. It is now. And we have the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay,
the mercenary of the Death
out
Riders,
here right now.
Kidd launched a blindside assault.
Ospreay has been the one who has been here practically as a guy, a hero, a one to help usher in a new era to All Elite Wrestling as he is looking to help ensure a new champion can be crowned, a new era for All Elite Wrestling can begin. With Hangman Adam Page as the AEW Men's World Champion. Probably. Definitely there will be.
Very clearly did not sort out with Strickland earlier.
No, he didn't.
Like we saw earlier, ladies and gentlemen, we saw earlier how Konosuke Takeshita beat Bandito, and that is before they go to Silver Card of Honor on Friday. The Young Bucks are in this matchup. They're going to be taking on Ospreay here.
I mean, there's no doubt that Swerve and Ospreay are two incredible singles competitors, but they will be stepping into the ring with perhaps one of the greatest tag teams of all time this Saturday.
But as I was saying, I just want to hear the fans chant because I love it. But Takeshita defeated Bandito at the beginning of the show, and they're already facing off against each other in Supercard of Honor. So who's to say how it would feel for the Young Bucks if they could defeat Will Ospreay heading into All In? And think about this. Jon Moxley and Hangman Adam Page. Think about what it would do for the psyche of Hangman Adam Page if Jon Moxley was to defeat him here tonight. Hangman would have questions about himself. He would have the doubt. Hangman would be thinking to himself, maybe I can't defeat Jon Moxley. Maybe he truly is a new man that I cannot survive against.
Be won by knockout or submission.
Here comes our EVPs, our founding fathers. I just said the test. One of the greatest tag teams of all time, not just of this generation, of all time. Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, the Young Bucks.
Storied career.
Very few. Wait a minute. Where is that EVP Pyro?
These two gentlemen.
Well, them boys, our EVPs deserve their Pyro. I believe that there might be a conspiracy here. Tony Khan.
Apparently to purchase that limousine. Yeah, like it or not, though, guys.
That's why they didn't get Pyro, because they spent all the money
of why people like us have
Tony
jobs
Khan's
and why this company
on that limo.
So you got to give that respect to the Young Bucks, in my opinion. When you talk about ego,
Here comes the final participants of this 8-man All-Star Tag Team match here.
Cats coming out here right now. Oh yeah,
The men's world champion Jon Moxley, Maria Shafir, and oh, there he is. I was gonna say, where's Claudio? And I'm like, oh, there he is. Claudio Castagnoli made his return back to AEW just last week. Claudio had some time off there to enjoy for himself and came back to remind the world why he is one of the most dangerous athletes inside the professional wrestling ring.
2023.
There is no surgeons, no urgency, no rush for Jon Moxley to get down the ring right there. Hangman Adam Page is eyeing down Jon Moxley. And you have to imagine Hangman also eyeing down the briefcase. The said briefcase that holds the men's world champion in there. Hangman thinking to himself, everything pretty much been building up to this point for himself.
Since capturing that AEW World
Hangman's been on such a journey to get back to this point in his career to where he is not fighting for himself. He's not fighting for revenge. He is fighting for AEW, fighting to get back, to save AEW, to show the men's world champion and usher in a brand new era for All Elite Wrestling. So much pressure for Hangman Page and Jon Moxley. Keeps picking at the potential cracks of Hangman, trying to get in the psyche and telling him there's too much pressure for you to handle here. You can't handle the pressure.
The countdown, and then of course Super Card of Honor coming up Friday at Esports Stadium. Got 0 hour
referee Rick Knox
in Texas,
trying to make sure that we get one-on-one here right now.
Yes, special 2 hours, 0 hour.
Fans are already excited right now here for AEW. Oh, Hangman going directly after Matthew, taking down Nicholas and taking down Claudio. Jon Moxley immediately went off the ring after hearing. And you remember, who would have thought that we wouldn't even have big boots by Hangman? Never would I have thought that we wouldn't even get any type of lock up there for Hangman over on the Bucks there. And if the Young Bucks ever thought that things were going to slow down here, that there wouldn't be any personal animosity, forget that.
He's got
Young Bucks telling Hangman, you made your choice here.
And these men know how to exploit
we didn't want
temper.
this
The Bucks know Hangman, Excalibur, you know how
well they know how
well
double back elbow there
they
by your
certainly
Bucks.
do, and I'm sure they've shared.
Hop up there in the Bucks. Vintage Buck closing. Wait a sec, though. I think the tag was made. Ospreay springboard up, but Ospreay crossed by there. 2-for-1 special there by Will Ospreay. An aerial assassin. Wait a minute. Handspring into Pele kick here.
Slide through the air and nail you.
Right now, here comes Hobbs. Wait,
Now into the match
there's
comes Yuri
Shibata.
Shibata. Quick tag
Now it's Hobbs.
to Powerhouse Hobbs.
Here
Ospreay
comes the
and
locomotion
Shibata working
trick.
in concert here.
Shibata into the hesitation drop kick
of Nicholas Jackson.
It might be time for some meat mania because Powerhouse power slam there.
Wow.
Shibata holding the ring and
wrist hoisting. Nicholas up
I'm
from the
surprised
mat
that
into
Hobbs
the
didn't
power
go for.
slam.
Oh, wait a sec.
And
Ospreay
giving
with a sky twister off of the back of Hobbs. You know, that was unique right there. And there's the Death Riders right there. Getting about. Wait a sec. Hangman gets his hands on Moxley. And now Moxley, though, Tuck Taylor running away again. A very different side of Moxley right there. I think that's what keeps people guessing. Is you don't see that version of Moxley like that.
Takes down Matthew
Wait a
Jackson,
sec.
takes down Claudio Castagnoli.
Boom! Straight kick there by Nicholas Jackson. And roll straight kick from Hangman.
Boot for Nicholas.
Oh my God. This might be the world's biggest Ariara moonsault from Hangman. Taking on the Bucks, taking on the Death Riders. That is vintage cowboy shit right there. Maria Shafir better keep her distance right there because she felt last week how Hangman Adam Page is not afraid to strike a woman if she gets involved right there. As we're in picture breaking right now, ladies and gentlemen, for our main event here, this 8-man all-star tag team matchup, the Young Bucks and the Death Riders. The Death Riders represented by John Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli, taking on Will Ospreay, Powerhouse Hobbs, Katsuyori Shibata, and the number one contender for the men's world champion, excuse me, Hangman Adam Page. I need to take a quick drink break. Claudio Castagnoli, the legal man here, dealing with Will Ospreay. I'm pretty sure these guys have wrestled. They probably wrestled in the Continental Championship or the Continental Classic. I want to pop up uppercut there by Claudio. Pardon me for a moment. I'm gonna take this drink. And as soon as Ospreay sit on the outside, like a pack of wolves assaulting the Bucks and Moxley as well, striking down at Will Ospreay here. Wait a second, hang on. The table's being implemented. Hang on, guys. You're supposed to be the bad guys. We're supposed to boo the Death Riders, right? You can't use a table. You're going to get cheered like this. And right now, I've got to wonder if the Bucks might be utilizing their EVP powers, bullying the referee here. Whoa, wait a second. Ospreay is on the ring apron here, and tag being made. Here we go. John Moxley and Will Ospreay. I've been waiting to see this one here. This explosion happen in All Elite Wrestling here. Heavy shot there, and I know that Ospreay's been waiting for a moment to be able to get his hands on John Moxley, especially for the battles they've had in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And Ospreay goes face first in the table, into the announcement table, I should say, a place he's quite familiar with. Moxley right now has got him up on the shoulder. Ospreay kicking, scratching, clawing, do what he can to fight out there. And Ospreay sends Moxley into the steel stairs, but as soon as Ospreay able to make a little bit of an assault, there's Claudio to ensure that Moxley can get back in the swing of things here right now. Moxley rolls inside the ring. And I'm not sure if referee's counting, but referee's going to have to restart the count, I believe, because Matthew Jackson, now the legal man here. Matthew Jackson takes the dive over with a crossbody there. Never forget the athleticism that Matthew Jackson also holds in his arsenal as well, too. Nicholas Jackson, more of the athletic ones, and his brother there. Or is that Nicholas? I can't tell. It's kind of a faraway shot here. I can't tell. I think that might have been Nicholas Jackson. And Ospreay right now trying to fight out of the corner from the Death Riders, and the Bucks right now firing back there. Tried to leap over Claudio to make the tag here, but Claudio slowly brought Ospreay down and has got him trapped in the bear hug right now. It's a hell of a submission hold right there. I used to hate the bear hug, to be honest with you. I used to think it was one of the stupidest submission holds ever. Oh my God, you're hugging him. And then I'm like, wait a second, no, that's cutting off circulation as well. Like, cutting off the breathing, contorting the midsection, as you all know. Ooh. Referee might have been
smothering Ospreay.
That was unique right there. Oh, Claudio takes down Hobbs, takes down Shibata. Hangman though saw it coming, kept his distance. Claudio shouldered right there.
Yeah, I think he caught not only shoulder, caught the bicep that time.
Tag being made.
Moxley tagged himself in.
Tag being made, and Moxley making sure no Hangman to come.
In between Ospreay and the friendly corner.
Snap the suplex.
There's an opening there.
Let's go right now. Hangman's wanting it. Here we go. Go get you some. Did Moxley even leave a man anymore? I don't know.
Did Moxley didn't want no part of Hangman?
I'll tell you, it doesn't matter. There's a cowboy loose in these parts of Texas here right now. Fallaway slam right now. No one can stop the fire. No one can stop the momentum right now that this Cowboys feel right now. Cross body takes down Claudio. And
intercepts the boot of Nicholas.
Boom! Oh! Nicholas got spiked down. Who's even legal man here anymore? I couldn't think about a double book shot. Did he get a double book? Oh, moonsault the wing over there by Hangman.
Flat-footed moonsault off the apron.
Super kick.
The
No!
super kick intercepted.
Hangman is a one-man wrecking crew right now. Sit up powerbomb there. Cover up there. And Nicholas saves the day for his brother.
Great, Taz.
He sure does.
He does.
John Moxley has
Hangman
kept his distance. He wants nothing to do with Hangman and Page anymore here. Moxley doesn't want to risk. Oh, did I?
World Championship. It will
Ooh,
be a
Mystico and
Texas
Muertos tomorrow night.
Yeah,
On Collision, that's going to be a fun one there. Oh, is that Claudio has got Hangman trapped? No! Nothing can stop Hangman and Page right now. Tag being made there, Hangman. Here we go. Meat.
You saw at the bottom of your screen. Collision, Eric.
Let's go.
Special Thursday
Meat.
collision.
The meats are flying, ladies and gentlemen.
One-on-one, the patriarchy teaming up with
Oh,
FTR
some beefy boys inside the ring. Claudio and Hobbs.
All of that and so much more going down tomorrow night. But right now, Castagnoli changing
Knee
levels.
to the meat.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. It's a good veteran maneuver.
Hobbs saying no. That's not happening.
Towards the head.
Oh, hang on. Oh, Jesus! Why did you do that? Oh, sorry. I completely lost my mind right there. Claudio ran up the ropes there, and Hobbs just threw himself into him. Just completely blotted, body splashed him. That was unique right there.
The Castagnoli Hobbs.
The meats are going wild. The chants are loud. The meats are flying. And the straps are coming down. Oh, wait a sec. There's John Moxley. Moxley now finally. Oh, well. Maybe Moxley wishes that he didn't get involved here.
Shibata's legal.
Shibata right now. Legal managing her right there. Yakuza kick there by Shibata. Heavy rapid fire strikes by Katsuya Shibata, the wrestler. One of the most intense wrestlers I've seen.
Between the Ops and the Death Riders have been waging.
Shibata tried for a suplex there, but Claudio. Oh, sleeper! Sleeper's locked in.
Sleeper is locked in.
Shibata likes that sleeper hold, and then kick to the back. And now wants the PK kick. Claudio caught it though.
Claudio intercepted the.
And there, man, what an impact from the super kick by Nicholas. Hangman. Oh, Deadeye to cometh. Super kick.
But the hands were down.
And now,
Hangman was
super kick party is coming.
Coming in.
Ospreay blew up a super kick of his own there.
Ospreay back into the fray.
Oh, rotate over. You get a super kick for yourself right there. You get a super kick. Hobbs still standing. How do you absorb a young buck super kick? Still standing. Money to double time. Oh, no.
Wait a second.
We've got Hobbs up. We're missing a man for it to be a triple power bomb, but they got a double power bomb. Moxley.
That is unbelievable, that man.
EVP trigger. Shibata goes down.
Katsuyori Shibata.
Well, this might do it right there. Hangman has been taken down by Matthew Jackson.
By Castagnoli.
Oh, the Bulldog choking.
Shibata completely defenseless. The Bulldog is locked in and not winning. The referee called a stop to the
That was too quick. Referee called for it too quickly. Shibata didn't even get to go out. Moxley's not letting go of the Bulldog choke here.
On Katsuyori Shibata, the
Ladies
victory
and
here
gentlemen, there's
tonight.
Hangman right now, breaking free. Trying to save Shibata right now, but here's the assault. And there's Yuta.
Kid has arrived as well. Did you see?
Gabe Kidd, Wheeler Yuta.
And Gabe Kidd.
Mercenary for the Death Riders.
Oh, no, it's in the chain.
That's the chain. Marina Shafir got the chain, and John Moxley's got it.
The Death Riders are beating the holy hell out of
Seems like Moxley wants to put
Ospreay promised to be there for Hangman.
Reminiscent of what happened in the original Texas Death Matches 2 men have, but look at this.
It started 2 years ago. The first Texas Death Match between John Moxley.
I'm not talking because I'm waiting for it to come.
And Hangman Adam Page, and now we find ourselves 3 days away from All in Texas, from the Texas Death Match, and that is if Hangman Adam Page can walk into Arlington, can walk into Globe Life Field to fight John Moxley for the AEW World Championship.
Now what?
Well, you heard Mox. I think he said,
Oh, no, wait, hang on, I saw that. I saw that.
World Championship.
Well, you heard Mox. I think he said he ain't making it to Saturday talking about Hangman.
They did not know. They've got,
oh my God, no.
Not the bags.
We've seen.
They've got the bags. We're going to choke them out of the bags.
Very unorthodox tactics and maybe on the verge.
Oh, no, wait a minute.
Yeah, we're putting the Young Bucks into the game.
We need some security. We need some police.
What? Wait a second.
What's this?
There's Swerve.
Told a man that he would have to choose between hate and success, between peace and vengeance. Then I was reminded they're one and the same. See, man, Nick, everything that we've been through this past year has been about control. It's always about control. Right now, I'm about to take it back. Well, some of it. I believe the rest for me and Will Ospreay this Saturday at All In. So pay attention, gentlemen, because this is how vengeance breathes.
What the hell?
Swerve's got.
Whoa,
That's like a.
That's a top. Oh my God.
Limousine.
Digger there. Oh, smash the limo. You knew that was coming. Okay, but I have a question. How is this helpful to what's happening inside the ring? With Ospreay and Hangman. Look, we can see the limo get crushed all they want.
Now we know why. Swerve crushing the limousine.
Hope they have insurance.
Oh, there's Joe right now.
Samoa Joe.
But they're still outnumbered.
In this ring.
They're still. I have no idea.
Joe has spiked John Moxley, the world champion. Ospreay just wiped out Gabe Kidd. And Swerve continues to destroy that limousine.
Oh, there's an Ospreay. No wasted movement.
He's going to come in.
Scott! Oh, moonsault! Taking out Claudio, Yuta, and Gabe Kidd.
And while all this action
meanwhile, Swerve's still destroying the car.
Continuing to destroy the
limo.
There's not much more he can do with that payloader to that limousine.
Whose house?
I thought Swerve was going to set the thing on fire.
Who's green? Man, that definitely shocked the Bucks.
I can't believe that they regained control.
Wait a second.
Big time right there by Hangman. Maria Shafir's not getting.
Look at him standing.
Hangman.
Bucks shot right there, but Claudio. Oh.
There it is.
A buck shot there was saved, but Claudio's still inconvenient. Ospreay through the chain to Hangman. It's like the ghost of Christmas past looking at Jon Moxley right there. Moxley was almost within fear.
This Saturday,
He didn't make a move. He got Moxley. But it was like the ghost of Christmas past staring him in the face.
Texas Deathmatch.
With a chain in hand.
What a way to begin this biggest week.
They suckered me in. I thought that Swerve was coming in to make it safe for Hangman and Ospreay. No.
Jon Moxley. This Saturday, wait a second.
See, Matthew. How are we going to financially recover from this?
What do you mean, how do you financially recover? This is Tony Khan's car. You pay with Tony Khan's money.
That's our limousine. Freaking prick. Oh, my God, that's our limousine.
Don't tell me this is how we end the show with the limousine here.
Surveying the damage.
They're going to have to sell some sneakers to pay for that.
They're going to take a shuttle with the rest of us.
It'll be Matthew and
This is why he's supposed to
Swerve and Ospreay. This Saturday, all in Texas.
You know the Bucks.
Moxley.
It's not a prick.
Are you
going to pay for this?
Yeah, you're going to pay for
Swerve. Oh my God. There we go.
I found the fathers. Remember, if Ospreay and Swerve win, the Bucks
the
have to
final
step
round
down from their EVP
given
position.
to the good guys
If the
tonight.
Bucks win, Swerve and Ospreay can't challenge for the AEW
But
Championship for 1 year. But that World
tonight,
Championship will be on
the
the
good
line.
guys reign supreme. But that's tonight. How does it work? Saturday night. I like that. Swerve went out there, but he did not go in the ring with Hangman. He went to just, he went to go just. Wait.
It's going to be
Oh, no.
If it's anything like we started tonight, collision tomorrow night.
Shit, damn.
The week it continues.
Well, fans, thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow night on Collision and this Saturday for All in Texas.
Okay, honey, doorbell's installed.
I'm a little pissed off. And I'll tell you why. Because Tony Khan got me actually thinking of a potential that Hangman and Swerve could bury the hatchet a little bit. Because Hangman turned his attention. Like, I love the detail. He was looking only at Moxley. And then when he got down, he was looking at Swerve and Ospreay. And he didn't have like an angry face. He was just stoic. A little bit confused on how to feel. These guys have such a great rivalry, and Tony Khan, you son of a bitch, you make me feel like I don't care which way it could go. I was always someone who stuck to his guns and said no peace between them. And Tony Khan is a mad bastard. But we love him for it. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, a reminder, unfortunately, I will not be available for Collision tomorrow as I will be at work all day long, so I will not be able to stream the show. So feel free to obviously enjoy it yourselves. Anyways, if you feel the video deserves it, hit the like button down below, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notified when we go live for all the videos that we do. Thank you so much, guys, and I will see you all in the next round. Take care and have a great night.